I've got 4 meetings to tell you about. 3 fundraisers. One is quickly coming to an end. Spring has sprung. Federation Focus celebrates 1 year. And Federation Focus is on for the week of March 23rd, 2026. Hey there, PA Federationists. My name is David Goldstein. I am your first Vice President. Thank you so much for joining me for the 52nd edition of Federation Focus. I did miss 1 week during the year. I'm sorry. But we do have 4 meetings to tell you about. Let's get right to them. Wednesday night at 7:30, it is the seniors group. They meet at 7:30 via Zoom and One Tap Mobile. If you need assistance to get called into the meeting, talk to facilitator Connie Shu, and she will make sure to put your name on a list and someone will help you get into the meeting. Thursday night at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock for the state convention planning meeting via Zoom. Link and One Tap Mobile are down below. I am hoping to have not only the brochure, which is completed, but the letter that goes along with that brochure to pass out at the meeting via Zoom, via the chat, and so forth. Saturday, there are 2 meetings. Both of them start at 10. One is only via Zoom, and that is the Brandywine Valley chapter. Zoom link and One Tap Mobile links are down below in the description. And if you have any questions, reach out to NFB of PA President Lynn Heights, who is the facilitator of the Brandywine Valley chapter meeting. Also at 10, it's the Greater Philadelphia chapter, both online and in person, 4001 Conshohocken Avenue at the Park Tower Apartments. I will be in person at that meeting, specifically to bring a couple of items that my daughter Jane has gotten for a couple of folks who helped out during the convention back in November. So that is Saturday morning at 10. If you can't be there in person, you can always join via Zoom. But I will tell you the benefits of going in person. I've seen some food items that were going to be there, and I can tell you this. Liz is making Monster Rice Krispie treats. So if that sways you, come to the Park Tower Apartments by 10 a.m. on Saturday. That is the 28th of March. That'll do it for the meetings. Now, I mentioned 3 fundraisers. Down below in the links, I do have the link for the Greater Philly Double Good Popcorn fundraiser, but that doesn't start until April 5th, Easter Sunday. When you look in your Easter basket and say, oh, I didn't get the so-and-so, it's okay. Use the link below, starting April 5th through the 9th, and order your Double Good popcorn order and support the Greater Philadelphia chapter. Don't worry, I will remind you both next week and on April 6th about the Greater Philadelphia Double Good popcorn fundraiser. But again, the link is down below. You can bookmark it and save it for that time period, the 5th through the 9th of April. 2 other fundraisers to tell you about. One is winding down, and I've talked about it probably for 6 or 8 weeks now, maybe more. It is the raffle tickets. Raffle ticket sales are wrapping up. Sell them if you got them. No matter what you have sold, you've got to send them in, whether you give them to your chapter or division president to send to Jim Antonacci, or you send them to Jim Antonacci. The only way to pay for these, if you're mailing them in, is by check. The check should be made out to the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania or NFB of PA, but send the check and your ticket stubs with the people who you sold the tickets to Jim Antonacci. If you need his mailing address, please contact me. Do not wait until next Tuesday to send these in. He won't get them in time for all of the April drawings. So you've got to do it by the end of this week, unless you're going to overnight them after I remind you one more time next Monday. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, vp1@nfbofpa.org. I have not sent the tickets that I have sold, and some people have given me their stubs and money. But if you want tickets, you got to get to me soon because we're going to send them in by the end of this week. Reach out to me, vp1@nfbofpa.org. We'll figure out the selling part of it. I know I've sold a few, through Federation Focus, and I will be sending out those numbers to the folks who have ordered from emailing me and so forth. But if you want some tickets, you want to support the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania and their general fund, tickets are $5 each, and it comes with one 3-digit number. If that number comes out on the evening drawings anytime in April, the 1st through the 30th, you have a chance to win. $50 if you win Sunday through Friday. If you win on Saturday, your 3-digit number comes up, 784. If that comes up Sunday through Friday, you win $50. 784 is your number and it comes up on Saturday, you win $100. Congratulations. Best of all, of course, you don't need to do anything. Our treasurer, Jason Polanski, will send you a check at some point in May. Again, if you want tickets, if you want to buy tickets, I'm not going to hand out any more for you to take and sell unless you have you have a hot buyer in your hands and you need to get some tickets to them right away. But reach out to me if you have any questions, vp1@nfbofpa.org. The last fundraiser I'm going to tell you about is the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants Spring Fling Blind Vendor Showcase. It's happening on the 11th of April at the Philadelphia Airport DoubleTree by Hilton from 4 to 10 p.m. The link is down below. pablindmerchants.org/fling will take you to the article where you can learn all about it. It'll have links where you can register to attend. It's $60 for adults, $30 for kids. That gets you food, 2 raffle tickets, music. It gets you fun, the auction. There is an open bar, which I think I failed to mention last week. An open bar for 2 hours. It's going to be a lot of fun. It was fun last year. The holiday party is fun. Pam knows how to throw a party. You want to be there. You want to see what the blind vendors who are in attendance have to sell or to tell you about, whether they sell products or services. There will be blind vendors there that you can talk with and see how they got into business, or maybe you want to buy some of the stuff they have. There are still, I believe, 2 tables left. If you are a blind vendor and you want to sell your good or service at the event or just have an informational table, you can have one there. Again, the link is pablindmerchants.org/fling, where all the links will be. Now, if you're not a blind merchant and you don't want to attend, but you want to support the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants, there's a link there for sponsorships. You can go to that page. We start at $50 and it goes up from there. Check all that out. Again, pablindmerchants.org/fling. All the links, all the info is over there. If you have any questions, reach out to Pam Piccaro, who is the president of the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants. Now, there's something that I was thinking this would be the last time I was going to remind you about it, but there still will be time next Monday. But I'm going to tell you for the second to last time. If you are a student, you will be 18 years of age or older. You got to be 18 by the 3rd of July, and I'll get to that in a second. Why not try for a $10,000 scholarship? There are 30 of them to be had. If you want to try out for one of those scholarships, you have to apply and get it in by March 31st. That is next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. The link is down below. This is from the NFB National. The link is down there, nfb.org/scholarships. Go over there, get all the information you need to apply. There are some things you have to do besides just filling out a form, but do it. You still have a week. You can get it done. You're not going to get it if you don't apply. Don't wonder if you can get one or not. Just apply and see what happens. Doesn't cost you anything. Now, here's why you have to be 18 by July 3rd. If you are a scholarship finalist, if you are one of the 30 lucky folks who have won $10,000 for school, for college, you also get a trip to Austin, Texas from the 3rd to the 8th of July. If you haven't figured out why you would be there then, it's because the National Convention will be in Austin at that very same time. Funny how that works out. July 3rd through the 8th. So apply for the scholarship, and hopefully I'll see you in Austin. when you collect your money. Now, while we're talking about national convention, again, July 3rd, July 8th in Austin. You want to get there the 2nd. You want to check out on the 9th so you don't miss the banquet. The 2nd so you don't miss the beginning. Now, I have heard that for sure July 2nd is sold out at the JW Marriott, the host hotel, the main hotel. There are other hotels in the area, and the spillover hotel is the Marriott downtown Austin. Don't dilly-dally getting your room reservation. You can also register for the convention now. That is open, and you have until May 31st for that. But the room reservation is the most important. Again, the 2nd is definitely sold out unless they've opened more, and I don't know that they do. The 3rd may also be sold out. You may want to make the reservation for however many days are left at the JW Marriott and find another place either close by or the Marriott downtown Austin for those the first couple of days there. Now, there's a couple of ways you can get some financial assistance to go to Austin. The first I'm going to tell you about is from the national organization. It is the Jernigan Scholarship for First-Time Convention Goers. nfbofpa.org/Jernigan, Jernigan, will get you to the site. It's on the national website. Fill it out. There is an application process. You can get some money to go to Austin if you have never been to a national convention before. Again, nfbofpa.org/Jernigan. Now, there is another way, even if you've gone to many conventions, and hopefully you have, because you know how it can change you and really get you pumped up once you're home from everything you've learned and done at the national convention. And that is our affiliate, the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania, also gives financial assistance to go to national convention, state convention, Washington seminar, and so forth. But you do have to apply. Applications for that have to be in by the 3rd of May. So you have a little bit of time, but to get the application, you've got to send an email to Lynn Heights, our president, and her email address is president@nfbofpa.org. president@nfbofpa.org. I failed to mention that part last week. So again, if you want to go to Austin and you've been before, there's still a chance you can get some financial assistance from our affiliate to go to the convention down in Austin. One more thing I want to tell you about, and that is our spring mail appeal. Over the next few weeks, you will start to receive in the mail, some will receive it earlier than others because we have 2,500 or so to send out, an invitation. And it is for a donation. It is a very different invitation that you will receive from past mail appeal letters and from past invitations. I'm not going to say more. Once they start to go out, maybe on next week's episode, I will have a QR code that will display during our entire Federation Focus that whether you get that letter or not, whether you get that invitation or not, you can use your phone if you watch on your TV or your computer, point it at the screen, and the QR code will take you to a donation page. But you want to get this invitation because you don't have to do anything other than make a small donation. You'll see what happens starting the end of this week. They should be going out. And again, it's a lot that Liz primarily will be stuffing envelopes for and sending them out. Labels are printed. That starts in earnest tomorrow, getting them out. So we'll see how quickly we can get 2,500 of them out. I don't know how long that'll take, but I will update you as we move forward. That'll do it for this episode of Federation Focus. It's for the 23rd of March, 2026. I really do appreciate you watching this episode and all of the other episodes since we dropped the first one on March 17th, 2025. I hope it's been informative and helpful for you. Remember, if you are a chapter or division and you're having some sort of fundraiser, you want to get a message out, please contact me, VP1@NFB of PA, so I can tell everybody about it, especially if it's something that you're doing online, like the Greater Philly Double Good Popcorn fundraiser, because that is something people from all around the country who may watch this can click and order some popcorn from you, or whatever the case may be, whatever you're selling. I will have a fundraiser to tell you about in another week or two that Keystone is doing, but you've got to be in the Philadelphia area to do that because it involves you going to a restaurant on the 28th of April. For now, let's go out and build the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Take care, and I'll talk to you next week.